Hey guys, Coach Thad here coming at you with Wednesday's workout. It's going to be a fun one. Took a little spin off of a workout from last week that involves some dumbbell snatches and some burpees, and I thought of another fun way we could do that one. So before we get to it though, as always, we've got a little bit of mobility just to get us loose. So the first one we're going to do is squat with a rotation. I really like this one on days where there's things like thrusters or front squats or anything where we need to be squatting but be as upright as we can. So we get into our nice squat stance, so feet should be about shoulder width. Drive those knees out, push the hips back. We'll get all the way down, making sure our weight is on those feet. We shouldn't be lifting up our heels, okay? So we should keep our weight back on those heels. What we'll do is we'll drop an elbow, lift a hand up, pause for a second or two, and then slowly rotate to the other side. We're gonna go back and forth for a minute on that, okay? And that's a really good one to help open us up. Then next we're going to do the prayer position. So for this one, we'll get set up. Arms are out in front of us. We're going to push our hips back, drop our head through, and just relax. We'll go 2 minutes on this one, okay? So a nice relaxing one. Then we'll do the general warm-up and the floor routine. And then we're going to get right into the workout today, okay? So the workout is going to be 10 rounds of 10 single arm thrusters, okay? So when we do these, we'll do all 10 on one arm that round, and then the next round we'll go all 10 on the other arm. And then we're going to do dumbbell or kettlebell or whatever your weight is facing burpees, okay? So I'll show you the thruster again real quick. So we'll have that weight up on the shoulder. It's a nice deep squat, and then up, locking out overhead. Okay, so we'll do 10 of those on one side. Then the burpee, remember it's going to be facing the object. So if this is my weight, again I'm going to drop into my burpee. Make sure that my head and chest are behind that dumbbell. And then when you guys come up, you got a couple options, right? You could jump up or you could step up. But no matter what, when you're up, you need to jump with both feet over that weight. A couple things that I like to do when I'm doing this type of burpee that just help me move quicker. You know, it shortens the range of motion up a little bit so I can actually cycle through it faster. But then another tip is a way that I just kind of stay disciplined with it. So the idea here is we don't have to stand all the way up on these, right? We just have to get over the object. So I like to stay low. So one thing that I do to help me with that is when I go down and I come up, I like to keep my hands on the ground and then pivot to the side. And now I'm already low and I can jump right into that burpee. You know, my next one. Boom. Okay, and that speeds up that rep. It keeps me disciplined, especially as I get tired. Because if all of a sudden I start to do this, now that wastes time. And so now instead of my burpees being done around 3 seconds a rep, we're looking at 5 seconds. So all of a sudden, that just makes the movement take 20 to 30 seconds longer just with wasted movement, okay? The other thing I like to do with this type of burpee is, since it's allowed, I like to step up into it instead of the jump, okay? That keeps my heart rate down a little bit, but then also it just kind of saves the legs a little bit. So when we do it, it's here, and then I'll step, get here, and then both feet at the same time. And I like to rotate, basically do almost a 180 as I'm going over the weight, so that way when I land, I can get into that next rep, because it's all about, obviously moving quick, but the less time we can waste, the faster we can move without actually moving faster, okay? So it's kind of cool. So it's going to be 10 rounds of 10 thrusters, 10 burpees. You'll do all 10 on one arm, and then the next round you'll do all 10 on the other. Basically, whatever you guys got last week on the dumbbell snatch and burpee one, it's about what you should be shooting for on this workout. Maybe a touch faster. Some people can move those thrusters a little bit faster since we're not bringing the weight all the way to the ground. But whatever you got last week, shoot for that, maybe a little faster. See if somebody can get under 10 minutes. That'll be amazing, all right? Then once we finish the workout and you guys recover a little bit, we do have some accessory work, all right? Get the abs ready. So we're gonna be doing 4 sets of 12 weighted sit-ups. So for this one, what we'll do is if you have something or someone that can anchor your feet, that is excellent to do. So we'll anchor the feet, then we'll take our weight and hold it on our chest like so, making sure that it stays completely on the chest the whole time. And then from there, we've got 12 weighted sit-ups. Okay, a lot of people don't realize, but your ab muscles, they're just like every other muscle, right? We train those with weight as well as body weight, right? When we do squats, we do air squats, which are body weight, but we also do heavy back squats. So we can do the same thing with sit-ups, right? We can add some weight to it. So 12 of those, and then you guys will go right into 30-second plank on one side, boom. And when you guys do this, really work on keeping your shoulder stacked right over that elbow. That's gonna help keep the hips up. This hand, you do whatever you want as long as it's not on the ground. So 30 seconds on this side, then we'll switch. Boom, 30 seconds on that side. And then we've got 15 dumbbell side bends each side. So again, we've got our dumbbell, 15, nice and controlled on one side, 15 on the other. Once you guys finish, take a little bit of rest before you start over. All right, but it's gonna be a good day. Let's get after it. We'll see you guys later.